Hello everybody, welcome back to Persona 4 Golden. I am here at the final boss as requested, demanded. I have to do something is behind that door. Open the door and enter. We are going to face Nato's shadow.
Nato!
Which will be very interesting. It's just a saw. It looks like it's crying.
Ah, it's about time you arrived.
Also, they're not even, like, knocked
Dealing
out.
with this child has been quite a pain.
That's very interesting.
No, don't go! It's useless speaking with you. I need to go back now.
Yeah, like, everybody else has been, like, knocked out
Why?
and drained emotionally.
Why are you leaving me here? Why am I always left alone? It's so lonely. I don't want to be alone.
But Nato's gonna make the same mistake. You're not me!
You wear the same face as me. It's as if you're implying we're one and the same. But the difference between me and you is...
I'm an adult.
Why delude yourself?
Yeah, she done goofed.
You.
I'm still under the impression that it's a she as well. Like, either that or they just really went weird with the voice acting.
These childish gestures are no mere affectation. They're the truth.
Plus, the whole body altering thing.
The fools all say it, don't
Like they're
they?
pretending
You're
to be
only a
male
child. Keep
kind
out
of
our
thing.
business, kid, and so forth. No matter how many cases
But who
you
knows?
spend hours cogitating over, no matter how many crimes you solve, you're a child in their eyes.
So far, the only thing that we're hearing that they're trying to change is that they don't want to be seen as a
It's
child.
your brain they're interested in, the gray matter locked up in that skull. As long as they need it, you're an ace detective. But once you're done, it's back to the playpen with you. You haven't the means to deal with society's two-faced nature.
I mean, I don't know. The police made it pretty clear that they do not like, Nato.
You're just a lonely child.
Like, even to do the investigation.
I want to be a grown-up. I want to be a big boy right now. Then they'll see who I am. I want a reason for me to stay. That's enough. I can find my own reason for living. Ha! I'm telling you that's impossible.
Well, that's a bummer.
You're but a child. How can you change that essential truth? Stop it! At your core, you admire the sort of strong and cool men who populate detective fiction. But in trying to emulate them, you must know that in truth, you're nothing of the sort. You're a child. There's
would be
no
true.
avoiding first principles. Admit that you're a child, and admit that there's nothing you can do about it. Now then, our analysis is complete. Let us begin the body alteration procedure. You have no objections, do you, Naoto Shirogane? Stop it!
They're gonna
Naoto.
cheese it.
Such a cool, manly name.
So
But a
cool.
name doesn't change the truth. It doesn't let you cross the barrier between the sexes.
I was right.
How could you become an ideal man when you were never male to begin with?
Wait, what? Did I hear that right? He's not a guy?
I won't throw a tantrum.
Kanji's like, thank God.
That accomplishes nothing. How often I've heard those words from the adults. Throwing a tantrum won't solve anything, Naoto-kun, and other such bilge. They made you cry, didn't they? Yet here you are, mimicking those same men. What exactly are you trying to justify?
Nothing.
What? It's all right.
This has also
You
been the
needn't
longest
suffer
conversation
anymore.
we've had with
That's
Shadow,
why
I
you're
think.
undergoing this body alteration procedure to begin with.
Which I'm assuming is just because, like, the Shadow has to do more work for such a
You throw a
strong-willed
tantrum,
character.
but it fails to change the situation a single bit. I can quite understand the feeling. After all, I am you. That's not true!
That's impossible.
It's okay. Let the kid spill the whole thing. If not, Naoto's just gonna keep hurting. We'll just do our job and kick the Shadow's ass, yeah?
I mean, you could just skip the shadow part and just accept it, you know?
As if you know anything about me. You'll kick my ass, huh? Fine. Go ahead and try, you lizard-brained imbecile.
I didn't wanna. Yeah, I'm just throwing that out there. I didn't want to do that.
Save the discussion for later.
Here it comes.
It's gonna turn into Dr. Frankenstein. You know, not exactly what I was anticipating.
I am a shadow, the true self. What? Are you sick of yourselves too? Very well. Then let's begin the special operation.
You got your stupid little ray guns.
Bring it on, man. I'll pull you through this.
Operation? I hate ouchies!
Have you made up your mind? Then let us commence.
It's a strong one. Don't lower your guard.
Thanks, Rise. I guess we're gonna do the only thing we can do. And that's just to throw things at it until it sticks. Nope.
Persona! Yeah!
Okay. Fire is a doozy. Which is gonna make everything else way more annoying. I guess that just means Yukiko is gonna be on, like, support duty. I'm concerned about doing this. Okay, not bad.
It's a strong one.
Yeah,
Don't lower your
strong
guard.
against fire. I mean, it's probably going to be dealing mostly electrical, so switching to Black Frost probably isn't going to matter much. I might just stick with this. It does heavy damage. It's something. Nobody is really hurt. So, ironically, she might just attack. Take that, you big meanie! Heavy ice. We've already buffed the party. Yeah.
Persona!
You know, it's straightforward now. Let's do this while we got the damage buff. Okay.
No, that will never do.
It's not bad.
Patience must lie still for me to drill proper holes into them.
Element 0. Elemental resistance is nullified. Joke's on you. I didn't have any to begin with. I mean, I did, but it didn't matter. What I should have done was, I think Kanji has that power charge. I should have done the power charge. Though we're doing okay, which is concerning. The last fight was very slow. And, that would be a waste. It's only been turn 2, I think, on that. We'll do it on the next one. Double damage to the next physical attack. Yeah, I think this would be wise.
Why must you
Just
struggle
really
so
buff him up.
much?
Unless I die.
Yukiko-senpai needs help.
Oof. That did a lot of damage. Which, I mean, she's gonna get healed up on her turn. Or am I mistaken?
Shouldn't someone heal Yukiko-senpai?
Is this like a weird thing where it's gonna like flip-flop? Fully restores.
Persona!
Let's find out.
What was I gonna do?
Yeah, Sadly, he's gonna have to do it.
Yukiko-senpai's acting weird.
This should kind of even out, though. I'm hoping. Wow! Just a complete middle finger on that one.
Yukiko-senpai's acting weird.
She could try to heal Kanji, but she might cheese it. Okay. Then we're going to boost. I would prefer to keep that up. And then Kanji is going to power charge.
Come on down!
And then the next turn, hopefully, does some massive damage.
Yukiko-senpai, are you okay?
Unless he just sucks. Which he might, because the evasion rate increased.
Soda!
I'm just gonna eat up all the luck, you know? I'm gonna hit him with the, like, dumb small moves, so that he can miss the big one. She's doing okay. Everybody's doing, yeah. I can't use fire, so... So it's kind of just throwing, you know, spaghetti at the wall. Yeah. It's getting... Come on, Kanji. I'm really hoping that this works. Please!
Come on down!
Hit! Yes! Okay, I'll take it. Kind of evens out, I suppose.
Soda!
Yeah. We're definitely missing a lot more.
Bear soda!
And one more.
There's soda!
We're doing okay.
There's soda!
It would just be nice if I could hit. Can I heal the whole party? Yes. Let's just kind of keep everyone topped up. Especially with Kanji draining his own health. Yeah, buffing the attack at this point. Probably a bit overkill. I won? Okay, I was about to say, like, round 2? Something inside of you has changed. Succubus has leveled up.
Oh, did I level up?
Okay. Yeah. Very nice, very nice. I was
So Naoto-kun was a girl.
positive we were gonna get, like, a round 2.
Are you awake?
No. Stop looking at me.
Where am I?
Just gets, like, really, like, childish
I
all of a
remember you
sudden.
all arriving, and... That's right. You saw everything.
Everything.
I lost both my parents in an accident. I was still young, so my grandfather took me in. I was inept at making friends, so I spent my time reading detective novels in my grandfather's study.
When I grow up, I'm gonna be an awesome hard-boiled detective.
So far,
My
makes
parents
sense.
were proud of their job. I had no qualms about following in their footsteps. An inherited occupation can feel stifling to many, but I welcomed it. I yearned for the day I could be a detective myself. Perhaps I inherited that desire from them as well. I was always alone. Seeing that, my grandfather must have believed it was his duty to help me realize my dream. I secretly aided my grandfather with his clients, and before I knew it, people started calling me Junior Detective. At first, I was delighted.
I feel like that's
But
not
not
how it
everything
works,
went
though.
so smoothly.
You can't just be like, oh, I'm assisting, and they're like, you're a detective now.
What was that you said about you're only a child?
Not everyone welcomes my collaboration when it comes to solving cases. My status as a child was sufficient to offend many of those whom I worked with. Were that the only issue, then it would have resolved itself with time. But though I will one day change from a child to an adult, I will never change from a woman to a man.
Do you not like being a girl? Is that why you always dress like a boy?
My sex doesn't fit my ideal image of a detective. Besides, the police department is a male-oriented society. If
I feel
they
like
had the
you could
slightest concrete
change
reason
that,
to look
though.
down on me, no one would need me anymore.
But you don't know that.
Hey, you must know already that what you yearn for isn't to become an adult or become a boy.
You're absolutely right.
It's to become a detective. That's respected.
I'm sorry. I kept ignoring you, pretending you didn't exist.
Which I feel like you would be respected once you become an adult. But I feel like it's pretty hard to
But
respect
you are
like
me,
a 14-year-old
and
child
I am
detective.
What I should yearn for, no. What I must strive for isn't to become a man. It's to accept myself for who I really am.
The strength of heart required to face oneself has been made manifest. It's so small! Naoto has faced her other self. She has obtained the facade used to overcome life's hardships, the persona Sukuna Hikona. I keep butchering these pronunciations.
In any event,
Somebody stop
you're
me.
a devious bunch. I can't believe you kept something like this hidden for so long.
I mean, we did
wonder
tell
the
you,
perpetrator
technically.
has eluded the police. But it's apparent now. This case is far from over.
That's right. And you proved it, Naoto. Anyways, we can talk more later. We need to get you out of here.
I mean, you proved it, but technically, no one will know. Because, like, how do you tell people about this?
Hey! Hey!
Snake? Snake? Naoto is breathing heavily.
Sheesh, she really put her life on the line for this. But without her efforts, we'd never have realized that the culprit is still at large.
You're too frickin' reckless, damn it.
I never doubted that you'd all come for me. Although the reality turned out
I mean,
to be
it's my
far
job
beyond what I'd imagined.
at this point.
What a dumbass. You're no genius at all. We were tearing our hair out over you.
So you did worry about her, Kanji.
Shut up. Mind your own damn business.
Yeah, but I thought she was a guy at first, so,
I'll take
that's
her
what made it
home.
weirder.
I don't
But now
think
it's
she can go
okay.
back by herself.
It's all right. I can...
No way, Missy. Don't think that doing everything on your own is the adult thing to do. Come on, let's go. Grab on.
Yeah, hopefully it's like a learned lesson. You know, Naoto has learned to rely on others. You were able to rescue Naoto safely, and it seems the case is not yet over. We've done it. We have saved yet another person.
Hey! Welcome back.
And Adachi's drunk.
Sorry, we got off early today.
Come on, take a seat. They found Naoto-kun.
Did I say
You know
Naoto?
who Naoto-kun is?
Well, maybe I did say Adachi. Who knows? My brain. I'm curious though if Adachi will spill the beans. Found Naoto-kun. Do you know who Naoto-kun
He just up
is?
and vanished without a word. But it looks like he's back now. Way to put a scare into everyone. Heesh.
I'm relieved. We can't say I know. Or maybe we could. Maybe that's the point.
You don't seem surprised. You didn't already know he was found, did you?
You really ought to do something about that habit of yours, Dojima-san. They go to the same school. Rumors spread fast out here, you know? But man, why'd Naoto-kun disappear? I guess he can be a little difficult. Maybe he got sulky after being given the boot and ran away from home. But I tell ya, I was shocked to hear that he up and vanished like that. If there'd been a fourth kidnapping and murder, we'd be back to square one again.
Adachi.
You know
Yeah.
what sucks? We still don't have proof that the Kubo kid murdered anyone besides Mr. Muraoka. How are we gonna make a case like this? I wonder if Dojima-san's instinct is right.
I mean, to be fair, if the
Maybe
guy
there really
admitted
is
it,
another
I'm
perp
pretty
out
sure
there. The real
every
one.
court would just be like,
Adachi, how many times I gotta say it? Quit running your mouth like that.
Yeah, but he's drunk this time.
Well,
It's okay.
Sorry.
All right, see here. Don't worry about the case. Just go study like a normal student.
Stop being weird.
If you don't,
Stop jumping into TVs.
I'm going to bed.
He's going to bed with the can that he was drinking.
Sorry. I killed the mood there. But yeah, I can totally understand why Dojima-san's worried. Just leave the case to us police. You know the problems it could cause if something happened, right? Like, if it happened you were mixed up in it. We'd be real worried.
That sounded like a threat.
Are more scary things gonna happen?
No way, Nanako-chan. Everything's all right now. We caught the bad man, so no more scary things will happen, right? Everything's just fine.
Okay.
Anyways, your dad's just a worrywart. Leave it to me. You might not know to look at me, but I got the most brains in the whole police department.
You can trust Adachi.
Oh, was that too hard to understand? Did you get it? Well, now that Dojima-san's gone, I should get going too. Good night.
He put his shoes on quick. Adachi went back home.
What does got brains mean?
Means he's smart, means don't worry, it means he's not an athlete. Means he's smart.
Huh. So things will be alright?
Maybe. Nanako has fallen silent. The night passes with an awkward mood hanging in the air. But we did it! We saved Naoto. I'm still under the impression that Adachi is a murderer, and he is going to, in fact, stab me someday. Today is Respect for the Aged Day, so you have the day off. All you can do now is wait for Naoto to recover. What should you do today? I'm gonna get a phone call. Oh, surprisingly not. Now we just need to find out who else will hang out with us. After completing the boss fights and all that, you know, we can't hang out with Naoto. Rise apparently wants to race. There's Marie. I did get a very helpful tip that I never noticed, which, to be fair, I blast through a lot of these, like, certain things. But I won't care about the old ones anymore. Marie is smiling brightly. You feel the close bond you formed with Marie is something irreplaceable. So want to go somewhere? I don't care where. Seems Marie wants to go out. You feel that the two of you could not be any closer. Will you spend... So yeah. It tells you... it tells you... like, if you can raise a social link, but I never noticed because it's just so, like, you get into that thing of, like, it's kind of like a repetition. Just like, I gotta keep, you know, you're just plinking away at it. Where does Kanji hang out when he's not at school? Because usually he's in the practice dorm or whatever building. Where the heck is he? We could hang out with Adachi.
Oh.
And you must be bored if you're still hanging around here. Want to talk? Seems Adachi is slacking off. You feel your relationship with Adachi isn't ready to advance yet. It was telling me the whole time and I never paid attention. I just never, I mean, again, it's just something that you're kind of like, blah, 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 blah. I never paid attention. Hey, there's the lady.
My.
Oh, you don't happen to be the hospital janitor? That's right. My, I didn't think I would see you here. It's a nice day today. Would you take the time to talk with this old woman? I guess.
Goodness, I am so happy.
The old lady smiles gently. Is she a social link?
Good day.
Social link? You introduced yourself. Gooben Dumpus. Oof. It's never not gonna get old, right? Gooben-chan, is it? A lovely name, it suits you. I've lived here all my life, but I don't know you. Technically, I won't be staying long. But I just moved here. We'll just say that.
Is that so?
If you're from the city, you may think it's a bit inconvenient here, but I think it's a nice town. I think so too. We've done a lot here. That's nice to hear. It's good to hear pleasant things about your home. I mean, yeah, like, I don't think the main character would hate Inaba, you know?
I'm sorry.
I haven't introduced myself.
My name is Hisano Kuroda. I am death.
Like, legitimately? Death? I'm sorry, I'm saying foolish things. I was trying to quote that one thing, you know, that one passage. Gooben-chan, you're still not used to this town, are you? If you ever have any problems, I can give you some advice. Though I'm sure you'd rather spend your time with younger ladies. You seem to be, she seems to be a kindly old woman, even though she called herself Death. You have become acquaintances with Hisano Kuroda. Social link? Questionable. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond. It brings thee closer to the truth. Thou shalt be blessed when creating personas of the Death Arcana. Very interesting. The only person to downright state that they are their Arcana. I hope we can meet again. Goodbye now. I don't know, man.
Be careful now.
Kind of freaky. He left Hisano and went home. But hey, I guess it's, you know...
Oh, welcome home, big bro.
It's an interesting turn of events. Nanako looks as if she's not doing anything. You might get along. You feel your relationship with Nanako isn't ready to advance. Oh my god, this changes everything. It does say it for everybody. I just never really paid attention. I do have a lot of combining to do and the whole compendium. What do we work on? Diligence would be the bar. I guess we'll work on the bar. It's probably a good place to go. Because the nerd might be there. You know, 2 birds, 1 stone kind of thing. Nope, just the courage guy. I really want to raise my knowledge because they made it sound like I needed higher knowledge to talk to Naoto. But I don't know of a better way. Should you spend the time? Yeah, I think evening stuff is the only one that doesn't really raise anything. It just kind of bumps it up. Like, because I assume it's on like a point system. Like, oh, you need like 5 points in order to advance or whatever. I guess I'll do this. Our courage has to go up anyway. There's no sense in not doing it. I also have a butt ton of stuff. I feel like I should start to finally be maybe utilizing. Though ironically now, they don't seem to be that useful. But who knows where all the good equipment is? You decided to work part-time washing dishes. You silently wash the pile of dishes. Diligence increases, my courage will increase. Just my knowledge that needs to rise. My brain. What else raises knowledge? I guess just studying, really. Good afternoon. As I'm sure you all know, yesterday was Respect for the Aged Day. Did you all take good care of your elders? I sure did. My grandmother is over 90, but she still gets out and sweats by playing gate ball. What the heck is gate ball? What is gate ball? I just know she's gonna live over 100 years. Heck, she's almost there. I wish her all the best to reach 100. Oh, Dumpus, you're a city boy, you might know this. What do you call somebody who's between 90 and 100 years old? I just I would think it would be this. You gave the answer you thought was right. Wow, I'm amazed by that brain of yours, Goopin. Are you close to your grandparents? A nonagenarian is somebody in their 90s. I learned that from Mr. Hosoi. Interesting, huh? Say, why don't we practice gate ball so you'll be able to play it with your elders? I don't know what gate ball is. My knowledge is increased, but too bad my brain doesn't grow. Okay, well now that I now know the deep secrets of social links that I should have known from the get-go, which is a little embarrassing, but, you know, it made sense that why I didn't. Oh yeah, kanji. I like how I'm in a relationship with Yukiko, and it's like, okay, I'm never gonna talk to you ever again. Kanji. Oh. Kanji's also, like, just disappeared. Kanji and Rise have been kind of hit or miss when it comes to, like, where they are and when they are. Which I would like to raise up Kanji to the max. The only one that I don't know is Naato, because obviously she's a part of the team now. But I don't know if she's like a good member of the team. I'm assuming she is. Where the heck is Kanji? Where the heck is everybody? I'm all alone here. There's nobody. We could do the daycare, right? Is that a thing? Work at the daycare Monday, Friday. God dang it. I guess I'm gonna go to the sports club. I guess, ironically. Didn't think I'd actually be choosing a club. Go to soccer practice. Because I think this raises diligence too. You gave it your all. Yeah, diligence increase. You feel your relationship is going to become closer soon. Yeah, I did it for the diligence, not for the relationship. That's why I didn't care. Welcome back. You can work as a tutor today. Isn't ready to advance yet. Hey, it's your fault, not mine. Work as a tutor, which would raise my expression. I suppose the only reason I would do it is that I think it's going to give me a social link. And I have never done it before. So yeah, I guess it couldn't hurt.
I'm Shu Nakajima.
Nice to meet you. I'm sorry, he's just a shy boy, but he's so smart, you know? He's got the highest score in his class on his last test, and the teacher...
Mom!
Enough of that. We're going to study now, so get out. Of course, dear. I don't want to bother you while you're learning. But still, Guben-kun, was it? I hear Yosogami High's scores are starting to climb up there. Shu's already in his second year of middle school, so we need to start thinking of applying to high schools. Well, knowing him, I'm not worried about getting into a good school, but when it's time for college... Mom, that's enough, I said. Oh my, I guess you're right then, Guben-kun. Please, make sure you teach him well. Study hard, Shu-chan? If the guy is so smart, why am I tutoring him? Guben-san, right? Let me tell you up front, I have no intention of attending Yasogami High. The cram school I was going to wasn't that good, so I decided I needed to switch to private tutoring. You were the only one available, so... If I think you're inadequate, I'll have you replaced immediately, remember that. Nice to meet you too. Don't worry about me, wow, you're... Nice to meet you.
Same here.
Then what should we start with? I don't have any subjects that I'm particularly bad at. You feel confident that you should teach him PE. I bet you're bad at that one. I'm bad at math. I guess PE I feel like is
That's
one
fine.
that he would be all like, oh, that's not a real subject. Even though, you know, my high school, it was mandatory. He just tutored Shu. He grasps concepts quickly. He answers the problems you have for him in no time at all. You worked hard in explaining the subject to him in an easy to understand manner. Oh, my knowledge increased too. We'll continue next time. You were a good tutor. It was easy for me to understand what you were talking about. Oh, whoops. That was my bad. The button. I guess I held it down for too long. You're more than welcome to come again whenever you have the time. I'll keep working at my own pace as well, so please come teach me again. You were accepted as a new tutor. You have become acquaintances with Shu Nakajima, the snooty tutoring pupil. You feel a faint bond forming. Social link? Questionable? I wanted to at least get the social link, because I have a sneaking suspicion I'm not gonna do it very much. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond. It brings thee closer to the truth. Thou shalt be blessed with creating personas of the Tower Arcana. Which is interesting, because isn't the tower basically like ruin? Like bad stuff happens or whatever. Is that foreshadowing, Shu? Shu, explain yourself. Yeah, I figured I would just like get it out of the way. Because as it's come to my attention, there's probably no way in the world that I am going to 100% every social link on my first playthrough. Which is fine by me. It makes sense that unless I'm using a guide or something, and I feel like then the gameplay would just, you know, it wouldn't be very interesting if I'm just like, it says here that 921 I should hang out with Rise. You know, I feel like it would get a little dull if I was just reading. Now for my own personal playthrough, maybe. You know, if I'm really trying to just see every aspect of the game. I never did check if kanji was... Also, I don't use this as much as I should. Hey, Kanji, you exist.
Yo.
Goben-senpai, you have some time. Kanji seems to have some free time. You feel your relationship with Kanji is going to become closer soon. So yeah, if it can become closer... Samagawa floodplain. It seems Kanji called the boy here. Here. I have you 700 stuffed animals. Kanji placed a bunch of knit dolls on the table, each one with different clothing and accessories. They're very elaborate. I can have these? Yeah. If you donate them, I guess you could just toss them. Thank you. Oh yeah, Mom said you should at least be paid for the materials. She gave me some money. I said I don't need it. I look I look like I'm in this for the money to you. Mister, you're from Tatsumi Textiles, right? Nothing.
Oh, big bro.
Nanako's gonna find out about kanji. Dolls, these are so cute. What are these? Oh, well. This man made them. That's amazing. You're really good. She looked straight at me when he said, this man. And Nanako-chan, don't go around telling everyone, okay? It's kind of embarrassing. Why? I think it's cool you can make things like this. I want to learn how to make them too. Well, maybe next time. It's okay with you, big bro. Don't call me bro. I want to learn too. I think that would be fair, yeah.
The hell?
Me teach you? I ain't that good at teaching. Thoroughly read. That'd be a useful skill, you know, becoming a master at, I'm assuming, sewing. I don't know if it's knitting or not. I was on my way to Emi-chan's house. Teach me next time. Bye. Later, nerd. I'm gonna show these to my mom. Thank you, mister. Freaking gigantic basket of overflowing
Senpai.
stuffed animals. Think I kinda understand now a little anyway, about what strength really means. I used to think it was doing what needed to be done like a man, so I thought for me that was catching this damn killer. I mean, that's important too, but there's something else I gotta confront too, ain't there? Your weak heart. It sounds like a medical problem. Your I'm drawing a blank. Your past. I mean, yeah. I feel like it'd be his past. My past. I still ain't snapped out of it. Stuff that other me said inside the TV world. The girl I made cry a long time ago. I haven't gotten past any of it. Kanji is muttering to himself. He's monologuing. It ain't that easy to become strong, is it? Kanji is looking far into the distance with a relieved look on his face. His face shines with a gentleness you've never seen before from him. Social link! He's almost maxed out. Kanji Tatsume social link reached 7. Now endure a mortal blow. I'm taking off. Mom said the stuff I made, she's been hassling me about selling them at the shop. The hell's a textile shop gonna do with stuff that's already been knit? Despite his words, Kanji seems happily embarrassed.
Later.
Parted with Kanji and went home. I mean, yeah. There's clearly a want for them.
Oh, welcome home.
So it just kind of, you know, it's a logical thing. I can work as the janitor, which would raise my courage, but I have to find out if I can work at the bar. The bar is the big one, I feel like. Because I can get 2 birds with 1 stone. You know, I can get the... No, it's Expression Boy. I might as well work at the... Unless I can't raise the social link. You two might get along, you feel your relationship will deepen. Yeah, might as well. It'll raise my courage and... In above Municipal Hospital hallway, you busily clean the dark, silent hallways. Who's there? You thought you heard something from down the hall. You decided to pretend not to hear it and continue cleaning. My courage has to almost be maxed out, right? I do have a bunch of books that I can read. Empty hospital room. Sayoko found you and brought you here. Yes. Sayoko isn't saying anything. Are we done here? Did something happen? Are you not feeling well? I'll say, did something happen?
Stop!
Do you think you're some kind of counselor now? I mean, if you knew what I've been going through, yes. There's no point in taking it out on you. Just got a call from the hospital I last worked at. The patient I was assigned to died. He was still just a little child. He always said he wanted to go to school, but it looks like he'll never get that chance. You know, he proposed to me. I told him I'd think about it when he became an adult. But I forgot about him. When I transferred here, I was so busy I thought about him once in a while, but soon I just forgot. He was fighting for his life that entire time. What am I doing? I mean, think about what you did. It couldn't be helped. I mean, yeah, I think overall it would be... Of course I blame myself. Why did I transfer? Well, because you had a creepy doctor. When a patient gets better, I get left behind. But now I'm the one who left a patient behind. There should have been something I could have done. Sayoko seems to be tormenting herself. I feel like... I mean, I guess say something. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm glad you came today. Sayoko looks at you needily. Yeah, that Sayoko trusts you. Social link! We're raising a lot in the devil.
I'll do it.
I'll do it. There has to be something. Anything I can do. Goodbye. So, can I go home? Is this like a half day?
Goodbye now.
And went home. You earned 6,500 yen. Somebody else wants to hang out. Who could it be? It's Club Guy. You ready? It's time to put up or shut up. I'll see you on the field. You should show up to soccer practice. That's probably not gonna happen. Depending on other people's availability. Cause yeah, like, we're still... It's gonna get really weird once I do start to kind of like finish up, like, oh, kanji's done, and it's like, I'm just settling for people. But right now I would like to improve kanjis.
Yo.
Have some time, seems to have some free time. You feel your relationship with kanji isn't ready to advance yet. So he's done. So, yeah. It's already kind of getting to that point. Where, you know, I'm running out of stuff. There's Risei. Any books? Sensei's Friends. Reading it may increase understanding. I don't need understanding. I need frickin'... Wait, do I need understanding? No. I don't need to understand. I need diligence and knowledge. Diligence, knowledge, and courage. What does this raise? Diligence. We could eat some Chinese food. Isn't there a job that I can do on Thursday? I keep forgetting. There's too many. Nope. Okay, I guess I am going to one of the clubs, cause well, Junez, well no, Adachi, we already went over that. Adachi, man, this is really weird that I'm like, before this was like a ritual that I did. Now it's like, oh, I already found out that I don't need to do this. Like, I don't need to constantly hit everyone up.
Uh-huh.
Want to practice? Yeah, might as well. You got nowhere else to be. Yasugami High. Field. Alright, we've got a game today, so don't hold back. The soccer game began. Yo, I'm a master. It's time to show the results of your hard practice.
No.
What was that? Nice, get the ball to Gubin if he's open. That was crazy, Gubin. I didn't know you could hustle like that. With him on the team, we might have a shot at next year's tournament. I won't be here for next year's tournament. Man, I'm glad you came along. Though, ironically, I haven't been doing practice, so maybe next year's tournament is this year's tournament. Thanks to your play, it seems the rest of the team has begun to acknowledge you. You owe it to all your training. Ah, I didn't even raise anything. Or will it? After waiting for basketball practice to end, you came here with Daisuke and Ko. That's awesome. So the training paid off, huh? You should have seen the looks on their faces. Now he won't get stuck with all the grunt work. He's one of the team. Daisuke is beaming as if it's all thanks to him. Nice. So am I free now? It's hard work polishing balls after a full day of b-ball practice. Yeah, thanks for helping out, Ko. It's not like I did it for you. Still, Gubin, I'm glad it all worked out. Ko is also beaming, like it's all thanks to him. I'm just getting warmed up. Thanks, guys. No worries, in the end, it was all you, man. Well, I say we celebrate. One extra order of Mapo rice, please. Gubin, yours is on me. 3 of you celebrated the end of your training. You feel your relationship has grown even stronger. Social link! Yeah, we're starting to catch up. Everybody is starting to catch up. The only one that isn't is the fox, and that's because I don't quite know how to raise that. I'll have the pepper steak, hold the green peppers. Hold the peppers? All you've got left is meat, dude. If that's all you want, why don't you order this? It sounds like the freaking Cowboy Bebop, like steak and bell peppers, but without the steak. It's like, that's just bell peppers then. The 3 of you had a good time talking about food. At least I think that's what it was in Cowboy Bebop.
You're back.
So you're home. Work as a tutor today. You can work as a janitor. I have too many jobs. I'm only one kid.
Hey.
You feel your relationship with Dojima is going to become closer soon. I mean, yeah. You're that bored. Well, hold on a second then. Still got some things I need to do, so I can't spend too much time with you. Dojima sighs, but he looks a bit happy. This is my scrapbook. Dojima is staring intently at something. It looks like data about cars.
Sorry to bother you.
But my hands are full here. Working at home again? Buying a new car? Want some coffee? I guess, yeah, I want some coffee. It's my job. Don't worry about it. Dojima is smiling wryly. Oh yeah, I was thinking about this when talking with Nanako just now, but I feel like she's changed a bit lately. I don't know how to put it. She's stronger. I feel like I'm being left behind. Actually, she is. Your social link is way higher than hers. Ever since you came, this house has become, well, homey. A house isn't just a big box. It's a place for a family to live together. Laughing, crying, fighting, spending most of your lives together. A warm place. I forgot what that was like. I wanted to get that back more than anything. And yet, I feel like I've been dodging it the whole time. Do you understand why? Because you're a coward. Because you're a coward. Because her killer's loose. Right. In the end, it's just an excuse. Dojima is smiling peacefully. We've been in the same place, but we weren't connected. You brought the 2 of us together. The rest is my problem. Where do I draw the line with this? He felt Dojima's quiet determination. Social link! What is he at, like 8? Yeah, he's at 8 now. He's almost done. Dojima, I'm not gonna have to talk to you anymore. Ah, screw this. I'm drinking tonight. Gubin, you're drinking with me. Alcohol free, of course. So I'm just drinking water. You pass out before me and you're under arrest. Got it? Alright. This feels very irresponsible, Dojima. You drank with Dojima until he passed out and went to your... Oh. I thought they were saying Dojima went to my room, like, so drunk that he got into the wrong room. Today is the autumnal equinox, so you have the day off from school. All you can do now is wait for Nato's recovery. What should you do today? Well, first I'll receive a phone call. Oh, surprisingly no. I guess the same as before. I'm going to try to hunt down some people. I mean, we only have, let's see, we can't do any more with kanji. technically hanging out with Death. Which I don't know if I should. I mean, Death seems like a pretty strong arcana to be friends with, you know? I'd like to think. What about you?
Oh.
Must be bored. Yeah, it's not ready to advance yet. No, I think right now it would still be... I would want to check if Rise is available. Speaking of... Rise.
Oh, Senpai.
Is going to become closer soon. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Death would be cool and all, but Rise is part of the team. The hill overlooking town. You came here at Rise's request, as she says she likes it here. When I first got to town, I used to sit here and do nothing. I would just listen to the sound of the river, the sounds of the birds, the sound of the rain. I felt I could forget Rosette and find myself that way. But, Senpai, have you ever thought that you're pushing yourself too far or that you were just acting? I feel like... I mean, this is rough, like... Because, like, have you ever thought that you're pushing yourself too far or that you're just acting? Like, I don't... I feel like sometimes. Like...
Oh.
I guess that makes sense. No one can be their normal self all the time, right? Yeah, like the right answer was probably no. But then it's like, I don't know, that seems so disingenuous because it's just like, I feel like everybody does have a moment where they're like, okay, I just kind of have to like put on a face or whatever, you know, a smiley face. No one can be their normal self. Smiling sadly. I feel like I've been able to relax after coming to Inaba, meeting all of you, laughing together, watching the store, reading comics, playing with the cat. When I was at my parents' house, I was on my best behavior around them. But Grandma doesn't ask me anything, you know, like why I quit or why I'm thinking of doing next. She just talks about tofu. She says I'm like tofu. I had to ask her what that meant. The way she explained it, the way she explained it, tofu looks weak and fragile, but it's actually pretty resilient. Even though it stands out because it's not like any other food, it can be mixed in with any recipe or flavor. Tofu is incredible. I'm nothing like that. What the heck? I was actually bullied at school before I made my debut. I wasn't good at talking and always looked at my feet. I was alone the entire time. But I didn't have a problem with that. No one expected anything of me. And then the application my relative sent me without telling me passed the first audition. I wasn't interested in being an idol, but I wanted the chance to change myself. And just by chance, I won. When it happened, I panicked, thinking maybe I should turn their offer down. Then I thought, if I appeared on TV, I could make friends. That was literally the only reason I went through with it. I mean, that's probably better than most child actors. After a while, I realized something. The person everyone likes, the one they say hi to on the street, that's not the real me. Rosette is the one everyone likes. The fictional character they sold the public. It's the same with you, isn't it? You don't have to deny it. I won't be mad. You're with me right now because I'm Rosette, yeah? No. I'm sorry, that wasn't a fair question. But I'm happy you said so. Smiles weakly. When I got back, honestly, I am personally the most invested in you being Rosette. When I got back to school after my debut, no one bullied me. I was happy at first with people I didn't even know talking to me, but then they weren't suddenly interested in Rise Kujikawa. They wanted to hang out with Rosette. The bullying stopped, but I felt like none of them saw the real me. In my heart, I always thought, this isn't the real me. Funny, huh? I was the one who wanted to change, but none of that matters now. I'm done with being Rosette. Now I have people who know the real me. Plus I have power that can help everyone. I love that. This time, I'm gonna change into a Rise that everyone can like. Keep an eye out for her senpai. Rise is smiling. Feel that you understand Rise even more. Social link! We're just churning out social links. Though, Rise is still incredibly far behind. Healing Wave. All members will recover a small amount of HP at the end of battle. That is kind of nice. So how small is
See you later,
small
senpai.
amount? Working at the janitor. It will raise my courage up. But so will working at the bar. First things first. You feel your relationship with won't deepen just yet. So yeah. There, it's a little unnecessary. Yes, the nerd is in. Absolutely. My diligence and knowledge both going up. Problem is, it's not maxing out yet. It's taking forever. Intelligent looking worker. When you go to clear the intelligent looking worker's glass, he begins speaking quietly. Get a lecture of some different material. And now I'm a sage. I'm freaking casting white magic all over the place. So yeah, the only thing I have now is courage and diligence. I guess I'll talk about the history of mathematics in Japan then. Japan developed its own mathematics called Wasan that originally crossed over from China. Wasan, by the Edo period, developed so much that they could calculate 41 digits of pi. At the height of Wasan's popularity in the Edo period, a book came out titled Math Girl. I guess there must have been math nerdettes back then too, but it was just a drill book written by a girl. I was a bit of a nerdette back in my youth. Too, I'm just a boring housewife now. Time is cruel, even Wasan has disappeared. Trying to make money the right way feels so stupid. What the heck is... what's going on with this teacher? Anyway, let's move on to the workbook. Look, more practice problems. You listen to the lecture intently. I don't need your knowledge anymore. I'm too smart. My large brain can barely fit through the door. Well, we can't hang out with Kanji. I'm assuming until Nato recovers. I guess Rosetta. Wait, who's that? Oh, it's her. It's Rise. What the heck are you doing here? Usually you're outside. I want to push it. It's so tempting, but I can't. I'm an idol. You weren't listening, were you? Are you free today? Your relationship isn't ready to advance yet. You spend the afternoon with Rise. Let's see. We have Marie, but I'm pretty sure she hasn't changed. You formed with Marie as something irreplaceable. Feel that the two of you could not be any closer. Yeah. That is true, yeah. Hers is maxed out. I guess I'm thinking of like the dungeon. And
oh,
yeah, Dachi isn't ready to advance yet. I guess we could wait. Do I have a part-time job? Work at the daycare. Won't deepen just yet. I'm curious because it says it won't deepen, but does that mean that it's just because I think because what for Nanako I think it just said like it's not time yet, so I'm wondering if won't deepen is just like, oh, you have to kind of do a few more I guess honestly, if there's no one around, I might just kind of hang out with somebody. Because right now, it's only these guys.
Uh-huh.
You two might get along. You feel your relationship with Dosuke isn't ready to advance yet. Yeah, like everybody's is saying that. So I'm wondering if the phrasing is just, it's... do you know how long Marie-chan's planning to stick around here?
Yo!
You feel you could be closer. Going to become closer soon. I really don't want to hang out with him, though. I see no reason to hang out with him. I still have to do Riddle Bro. Let's see. Skateboard. Go-kart. Egg timer. Alarm clock. So, skateboard, an egg timer. I don't think it's gears. I forget what the 3 options were. Let's just do this. Common number. I have lovely parting gifts. Yeah, I didn't know if it was some weird, like, oh, like the letters of egg timer and skateboard or something. Again, I don't know why I keep doing those, because it's like, they're not even riddles. They're just like, it's just a, I don't know. It's not even a puzzle. It's just... let's see. I guess I'm gonna give it a shot.
Oh.
Let's just hang out with him. And, let's see. Smiles mischievously. Went shopping. It's going to become closer soon. So, yeah, I'm wondering if that's it. Like, you have to do a couple, short ones. And now I'm gonna read Nanako's. Looks as if she's not doing anything. You might get along. You feel your relationship with Nanako isn't ready to advance yet. So I'm thinking hers might be the same way. Maybe. I'm gonna hang out with her once, just because my knowledge is maxed out. I didn't really worry about my courage and my diligence. But it is just something I guess I kind of want to test now that I have been informed that there is different phrasing. The day off from school is wait. All we can do is wait. You realize that you haven't bought anything. Yeah, I guess I haven't. Let's see. What is there? Death Scudetto. Wasabi jelly. Guess I'll buy it. Scudetto? What the heck is a Scudetto? Scududo. What's the harm, I suppose? Can't hang out with Nanako. We could try hanging out with... Why is Teddy just standing there?
Oh,
I might hang out with Rise again. Well, let's check. Is Kanji around? Yes, Kanji is around. We'll hang out with Kanji. And then, yeah. So I got multiple people I can kind of check up on to see. It's like, oh, is it actually advancing?
Welcome back. Hey,
You feel your relationship with Dojima won't become closer yet. We could hang out with him, but I would still like to raise my courage and diligence. Because I feel like it's eventually going to bite me, where it's like, you need freaking everything maxed out. And I'm already testing it with a few people. Yes. Yes, this is perfect. You worked, washing dishes, raised my diligence. And then we talked to the brave old man. Man, didn't raise my courage though. But hey, it's no biggie. The rain. Does that mean... That does mean Mega Beef Bowl Day. Oh, man. I'm getting close. I might actually be able to complete the Mega Beef Bowl Challenge. I think my diligence... Well, no, I think you need courage, too. Ironically, though, it raises stuff like that. So why not? Let's go for it. This will be the one. This will be the Mega Beef Bowl, right? There's no way that I'm finishing it. You accepted the rainy day Mega Beef Bowl challenge. You still can't see the rice. Still suspect that your bowl is a portal to the meat dimension. The amount of meat contained within this bowl is staggering. In order to finish this bowl, you must have understanding of your limits, knowledge to control your pace, courage to face the unrelenting tide of beef, and the diligence to persevere against the colossal challenge. All these traits are necessary to master the rainy day special Mega Beef Bowl challenge. You are unable to finish your meal. But it will raise my stats. But it didn't raise my diligence enough. No! This is bullcrap. What have I been doing all my school year?
Welcome back.
The fridge is full. I haven't been doing the lunches. I don't think there's really anything we can do with the evening rain. We can't double up, right? No. Is tutoring is Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah. What if the old lady is at the riverbank at night? Now that would be spooky. I did not mean to go to the shopping district. I wanted to return home. Maybe I will hang out with Dojima. It's just another control. Hey. It just says yet, which is what I'm thinking. It's all like phrasing, and I just don't think I've been paying attention to it until now. And now that it's been reminded to me, because I'm sure the beginning of the game told me the same thing. Like now I'm like, like I'm like overlooking. I'm putting too much thought into it. Just what I needed. You say force yourself under your umbrella.
Gee.
It's when I just bought a new umbrella and it's already broken. Guess there was a silver lining. Hey, Senpai, if you don't huddle in a little closer, your shoulder will get wet. Yeah, I'm sexier when soaked. I don't think people will talk. I like this because it's a jokey answer. I can't believe you actually said that. Maybe you shouldn't say things like that in front of other people. I think it might creep them out. Dang. This humidity is ruining my hair. It's taken some abuse from all the magazine photo shoots I've been in, so it's a little fragile. She didn't like my, my quip. I like on how, though, she's, like, super
Senpai.
clingy, and then the moment you make, like, a kind of joke like that, it's like, whoa, people are gonna get the wrong idea, as she's like, I freaking love you, senpai. Are you busy after class today? I'd like to do something. Think about it. Yeah, I might hang out with Kanji. Honestly, at this point, I'm just hanging out with everybody that... Even though it doesn't say that they're ranking up, I'm just hanging out with them anyway. There's no one else to hang out with now that I finished, like, Marie and Yukiko's link. I mean, I guess there's, like, the old lady. Let's see, we did this one, right? Or no. Yeah, we didn't do this one. But it might raise my diligence. No, we did hang out with Kanji. Yeah, I remember.
Yep.
You feel your relationship with Kanji is going to become close. Yeah, okay. I understand now. So, like, Adachi I could have hung out with. It's just that it wasn't going to rank up. Chie Senpai says the steak bowl here is great. And hey, she's the expert. You're under arrest. You're Kanji Tatsume, right? I'd like to have a word with you.
Huh?
Well, I wouldn't. Come with me. Kanji didn't do anything. You got a warrant? On what charges? I feel like that one's a fair one. On what charges? You're the kid that Tatsume's been hanging around with lately. I see you're in cahoots.
That's right, punk!
What if we hang out? What's it to you? You know there's been a group of teenage bullies lurking around here, don't you? Got a tip saying you've been threatening a child at the hill in the floodplain. Threatening child? Oh, him. So you admit it. Not a shed of remorse either. Yeah, he was just being nice. Senpai, seems Kanji doesn't want you to tell. You two are going to have to come with us down to the station.
Quit it!
Now wait a second, Senpai has nothing to do with this. Technically, even he doesn't have anything to do with it. Oh, mister, what are you doing? You know these boys, kid? Can you tell me how you know them? I don't think they're being straight with me.
Hey!
The hell are you telling that kid? You call yourself a cop? This boy ask you for anything? For instance, did he claim he lost his money? You lost your money, mister? You can have some of mine. Just as I thought. That doesn't make any sense. Did the guy say he had money? Oh, you can have some of mine. Like, this guy is extorting this child. But I came today to give you the cookies Mom baked as thanks. I was gonna sneak in and leave them at Tatsume Textiles, but here you are. Thanks. Thanks for what? He made me a bunch of dolls, like a bunny and a cat. He's really good. Dolls? You're saying Tatsume made them? What a load of... There's no way you're getting me to believe that. The truth is the truth. It's cool, senpai. This is my problem. Alright, listen up, punks. There ain't any lying about it. I made the kid some dolls with what with the ones for his friends and his mom. It was 8 all told. And let me warn you, they're so cute, they'll give you diabetes, the instantly fatal kind. So what, you want me to teach you how to make them, huh? What? You about to say they ain't like me, right? Go ahead and laugh, damn it. Like I care, I'm used to being pointed at. That's what's important is, I ain't gonna make this kid or senpai a liar. Hey you, that button's falling off. I'm gonna sew it back on, you hear? Officer, what are you doing with my kanji? Well, ma'am, there's been several cases of bullying around here, so kanji had nothing to do with them. You clods. Mom, he would never do such a thing. He may be stupid and short-tempered. Oof. But he's a strong and gentle child. Why, just the other day, he showed me his dolls and he told me I can put them up for sale. Hey, old bag, what are you saying? We apologize if you'll excuse us. You come back here. I'm not done with you. You'd believe me over the police? You would never do such a thing, a mother knows. I need to prepare dinner now. Don't go stuffing yourself at Aya before coming home. Mister, are you crying? No, I ain't crying. This is snot. I got a cold. Want to catch it, huh? It seems Kanji has grown a bit. You feel your relationship with Kanji has grown yet deeper. Social link! Rank 8. Kanji was the one that I mostly wanted to rank up, so in my bout of confusion, it worked out all the same. Affected. Kanji's growth of heart has affected his persona as well. Regenerate 3. Cannot remember any skills. 6% of max HP each turn in battle. That's not bad, because he does kind of consume it a lot. Feels medium physical. Feels medium physical to one foe. I could probably get rid of Fatal End, but I think this one costs more HP. I might get rid of the defense thing. Or this. I don't really use the defense thing. And if he gets some health back, that might actually improve his physical stuff. I don't have to constantly heal him. Senpai, I think I'm getting a sore throat with my cold, damn it. My nose won't stop running.
Thanks.
Waited for Kanji to calm down and then went home. I mean, I could have just walked home, you know. We were like right there. Work as a tutor today. Nanako's looks as if she's not doing anything. You feel your relationship with Nanako isn't ready to advance yet. Yeah. Now I was trying to remember, like, the difference. It isn't ready to advance yet. And, like, yeah. It's like trying to remember the phrasing. And it turned out that she was actually a robot. That's important. I recommend that you memorize the context. Oh man, I'm so hungry. Did you all eat? I had a big meal, but I'm still hungry. I should have eaten an apple for dessert. No, 2. No, 3. While we're on the subject of apples, what part of the human body has an apple in it? Anybody know? Okay, Hanamura, give me a wild guess. You might surprise yourself. I don't want to guess. Just tell us already. Hey, Goobin, do you know the answer? I mean, there's the Adam's apple. Good on you, Hanamura. The Adam's apple, or laryngeal prominence. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Laryngeal? Pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Is part of the human throat. Isn't that a funny name? The term comes from the biblical story of Adam, that he got a piece of the infamous apple stuck in his throat. What a wimp, he couldn't even swallow the apple whole, ha ha ha. Man, I'm the manliest PE teacher. Wow, thanks, Goobin, you were a great help. My expression grew, even though it was unnecessary. I don't need my expression to grow, I need my diligence and courage. I'm stuck in between these desks. Let's see. We have the soccer club. What else do we have? Yukiko, who we'll never hang out with ever again. Let's see. Probably Adachi. Nope. There is Kanji still. I'm curious if Risei's there. No. Yeah, let's check if Kanji's... Let's check if Kanji's there.
Yeah.
You have some free time? Isn't ready to advance yet. Spend some quiet moments. Is another Nanako hangout? Nope. Package came for you. Yeah, it's a deadly weapon. I'm gonna give it to my friend. We can work with the janitor does raise courage. I guess it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt to raise my courage, just to kind of hopefully finish it. Physically clean the vacated hospital room. You feel someone's watching you. You decided to pretend not to notice and continue cleaning. Still hasn't ranked up. For today's progress, it's dirty. It's a hospital. Though oddly empty. You know, for being a hospital, that is. You would think there would be somebody in here. This is the healthiest town in Japan. Yeah. We're gonna blast through. We're gonna keep doing it. Practice building. You ready to advance your thing? Yeah. Come on, man. Isn't ready to advance yet. Oh, well, now I'm confused. Well, it might take multiple goes. I have no idea. It's so weird. Like, it's so cryptic. Like, it's not ready to advance yet. Though I probably should have been reading that part as well. Because I think that was mentioned in the, in the comment. There's just so many details. The relationship with Dojima is going to become closer soon. Let's hang out with Dojima. Dojima pushed Nanako to your room for some reason.
Now then, first off...
Seems Dojima has something in mind.
Sorry, but can you go call Nanako down here? Take your time.
Okay. Call Nanako as Dojima ordered you to do.
You told me to go over there. A cake? Wow!
I didn't know it was my birthday.
What are we celebrating?
Well, today is a special day for us.
Ah.
A special day?
It's probably her mother's birthday. Or
That's right.
The anniversary.
Today's the day when you, me, and him become family.
Oh. Never mind.
What about before?
Yeah, what were we before?
Anyways, it's the day that we become a real family.
I don't understand
really
it.
but it makes me happy.
I just appreciate that there's a cake.
Let's eat.
Yeah.
Spent an enjoyable time together. Hanako used up all of her energy and fell asleep.
Well, sorry about making you go along with this.
It was fun.
Huh. You're a nice guy. I felt like I needed to do this to draw the line, and I wanted Nanako to know. She has to know how important my daughter is to me.
I don't think
She's
a day of cake
more like Chisato
is gonna change that. You know, like you're either going to spend more time with them or you're not. You know,
her smile, her strong attitude. It was hard for me to even look at Nanako's face because she reminds me so much of Chisato. Chisato died because she went to pick up Nanako. There were times when I'd come close to believing that. But even then, I can't count the number of times she saved me just by being there. If I was living by myself, I would never have thought about taking you in. I think I was scared. Scared to have someone else around. I was afraid we'd become a family. And then I'd lose it all again. I was running away by chasing
technically
a guy
you will,
who'd run away
because I'm gonna
himself.
leave.
It was almost funny.
Dojima smiles. Dojima's smile looks sad.
I've been scared this whole time. That's why I used revenge as an excuse to not spend time with her.
I thought you used your work. You've stopped running? Do you regret it now? Was it hard? Yeah, you've stopped running?
That's right. I can't make Nanako wait any longer.
Dojima nods.
Running, regretting, that crap all ends tonight. I'm not going to lose the things that are important to me. Never again.
You can feel Dojima's strong resolve. Social link! This is still a very odd scenario that you're telling to, like, a teenager. Like, you're confiding in the teenager.
You show me. Thanks.
He's only got one more left, and then he'll be done. And then all I'll have is Nanako and everyone else. So many other people. I am still under the impression that I should be hanging out with Kanji, because he's also... Nope, Kanji's gone. Kanji's dead. It's Rosetta Stone. Rise. I do wonder if I should say something to her, because I noticed that, I think I mentioned this before, everybody with a picture is a social link. So that character is important. Isn't ready to advance yet. Let me check. I'm gonna check some other people. Like Adachi. Like, is Adachi around? Yeah, he is around. I guess I'll hang out with Rise. Let's see. Spend time shopping with Rise. And then I have to, I still need to rank up. Let's see, is this changing? It's gonna rain soon, the TV said so. So your relationship with Nanako is going to become closer soon. So yeah, I could have been hanging out with Nanako.
I'm home.
Welcome home! Dad!
Sorry.
Later, Nanako. It is funny, though, having Nanako slightly behind. Because it's like, yeah, like, Dojima's like, I'm not gonna... I'm gonna make time for her. And then it's like, oh, yeah, I can't right now. This paper. Scheduling of parent-teacher interviews?
Man.
Survey, huh? Fine. It's fine.
Fine, okay?
You don't have to write anything. You don't have to come. It's just another case to you, right? It's more work, isn't it? Bad people and everyone else are more important to you than me, huh? You're not real. You're not my real dad. Nanako, wait. What's gotten into her? Let's go look for her. Yeah, you're right. Now's not the time to stand around asking questions. I'll go check June's Gubin. You look around the shopping district.
I'm counting on you.
I'm counting on you. You need to find Nanako. Nanako. Haven't we talked about that he is your real dad? Central Shopping District. Man, Nanako booked it. You don't see Nanako.
Hey!
Gubin. I ran into Dojima-san at June's and he told me what happened.
Sheesh.
You could have just asked. Got a call from Yosuke-kun. I'm sure if we all look, we'll find her. Do you know what kind of places she might have gone? I mean, if she's not at June's, that's the weirdest. A place where Nanako would go. You recall that Nanako said her family used to go to Samagawa when her mother was still alive. You told your friends about Samagawa. Samagawa. Or Samagawa. Not Samagawa. Well, it could be way. Who knows? Not me. You head straight there. That's our best bet. The rest of us will split up and look around. If anyone finds anything, give the others a ring, okay? And then we put Nanako in a chokehold. Gubin, did you find Nanako?
Damn.
Where is she? She's right
Nanako.
there. Could you talk to her? Not her real father, huh?
Please.
Ruben, you should go pick her up. She'll listen to you. That's not true. No, it is. You're her family. Much more than I am. As long as Nanako is okay, I'm fine. Please. Wow, he doesn't even, like, stay close. He's like, I'm just gonna leave. Your dad's worried. Yeah, I gotta make her feel bad. Liar. Nanako looks like she's about to cry. Told Nanako that her father was the one who found her. Who's looking for me? Dad say something about the river? Oh, did he forget about Mom? He never talks about her. I want to see Mom. Nanako is struggling not to cry. Through Nanako's fierce resolve, you feel that your relationship with her has grown deeper. Social link! We gotta catch up, Nanako. We have to resolve this Jerry Springer family trauma. Dad must have forgotten Mom. There aren't any pictures of her at home. He probably threw them all away. You gonna throw me away too? Don't worry. There. He hasn't forgotten. I'm going home. Let's go home together. Called your friends and told them that Nanako was safe. You returned home with Nanako. I had to chase this child. Let's see. We're back to another rainy day. Which means Mega Beef Bowl. That's all we got, right? Well, I don't know. Let me see. Because sometimes a Dachi pops up, right? Nope, not this time. Yeah. Let's just do the Mega Beef Bowl. It's a rainy day. We gotta capitalize on it. For a sweet 3,000 yen. I'm still not finishing it. But if it raises my diligence, yeah, rock solid. The only thing I need left is my my courage. I just need to be brave. We gotta keep hanging out with Nanako. Nanako clearly has some trauma to sort out. Been a precious time with Nanako. And then we have the day off, which maybe we'll be able to hang out with Kanji or whatnot. Ooh, could be calling. It's me, Chie. Let's go out today. I'll pass. I do like the idea though of just like, yeah, like, oh man, like this person calling up and you're like, no, thank you. I'm busy. I mean, to be fair, if I was this person, I would be way too like spread thin. Like I'd be over here like I just need like a minute or something. Like something about away floodplain. Let's see. Pretty sure Kanji is usually in front of the textile. There's also Rise.
Oh, Senpai.
Isn't ready to advance yet. I would prefer to finish one at a time. And I think he's at, what is he at? He's at like 8? Kanji, yeah, he's at 8. So yeah, I would really like to just kind of finish his, I don't want to talk to them.
Yeah.
This Kanji is going to become closer soon. Yeah. I just want to wrap his up.
The other day, I went to visit Dad's grave. It's the first time I went on my own. I had a lot to tell him.
Why didn't you go before? Yeah.
Up to now, I never could look Dad square in the eye. You know what I mean. While he was living, after he died, I feel like I was running away the whole time.
Kanji is smiling sadly.
Dad told me something right before he died. If you're a man, you have to become strong. Felt like he was telling me I wasn't a real man. Pissed me off. So I changed my looks and pushed myself away from people. Fighting gangs, thinking I was protecting Mom, trying to catch this killer. I thought all of that was how I was becoming strong. That I was really making up for all the trouble I caused. I was drunk off my power. But that wasn't it. That ain't what Dad meant. I still don't really get what being strong means, but I'm gonna start by not lying to myself. No more being scared of everyone, hiding my hobbies, staying away from people.
It's a start.
Anytime, any place, I'm gonna bust right through as my own self. That's the way to deal with that other me in the TV world. As long as there's someone like that snot-nosed kid to accept me, I ain't afraid of nothing.
Your own self. Find more of them.
I should, huh? Well, the more people who understand me, the better.
Smiling sheepishly. Feel Kanji's firm resolve. Social link! He's almost maxed out. Kanji's determination in battle has been enhanced. Now take a mortal blow.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put those dolls of mine up for sale at the shop. They were a big hit with that kid and his mom. They called me just to say thank you. I got a kick out of that. Oh, I gotta go buy supplies. I need a jet.
Don't you work at a textile? You parted with Kanji and went home. Nanako's the next one on the list. Let's get this trauma out of the way. Okay, apparently not.
Hey.
Killer is going to become closer soon. Yeah, Dojima's another one. So let's get this over with, Dojima.
You know, I just looked outside. Let's take a walk in a bit.
Are you gonna find the
There's
garden
somewhere I want to go with you and Nanako.
that I haven't taken care of?
Oh, and here, have this.
Coffee mug.
It's the same kind that Nanako and I use.
That is a pretty funny gift to just... We're having this heartfelt conversation. Here, have this random coffee mug.
This is your personal mug. Write your name on it later.
What am I using now? My name? That's okay. Thank you.
No problem. Take good care of it.
Dojima is smiling cheerfully.
We're family, so I'll fill yours and Nanako's mugs anytime. Don't forget that.
What the heck are you guys talking about?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, big bro.
You went out for a walk with Nanako in the middle. Samagawa Riverbank.
It's scary at night, but it's fun with you and Big Bro.
Is that why you ran off just a couple days ago?
Don't fall in.
Again, this is definitely the amusing part of like having it staggered.
Why'd we come here?
Well, you've been saying all the time how you wanted to come here, right? Let's come again on a nicer day. We can have a picnic.
Yeah. Can I go closer to the river? The fish might be sleeping.
All right. Watch your step, okay?
Okay.
Immediately gets washed away.
That look on her face. I haven't seen it in a long time. Huh. I'm gonna keep up my search for the criminal who ran over Chisato. This time, it's not to escape from anything. I'm just doing it because I'm a detective. Seems I forgot something as basic as that. You made me remember what's important to me. I owe you for that. This town is my town. It's the place where you and Nanako live.
Not for long. Again, everybody's
That's where I'm gonna
forgetting
live on,
that.
protecting this place. As a detective, as a father.
Dojima has a refreshing smile on his face. You feel a tight bond between you and Dojima. Social link maxed out. We have it fully maxed out. We don't have to talk to Dojima anymore. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a genuine bond. These genuine bonds shall be your eyes to see the truth. We bestow upon thee the ability to create Koryu, the ultimate form of the Hierophant Arcana. It burns! The Ryoto Dojima social link has reached its maximum level. You have mastered it. It's forged a bond that cannot be broken. You now fuse Koryu, the Almighty Guardian.
Wait, I said!
Oh, damn it, he's still after us!
There's a crime.
What the? Hey, that's... You there! What's wrong?
Detective Dojima? I'm sorry to bother you while you're off duty.
Now don't sweat it. Who are they?
Oh, it's that group of juvie thieves. You know, the one that's been the talk of the town?
Thieves. Those punks.
Dad, are you going?
Yeah. Arresting the bad guys is your father's job. Sorry, but take care of Nanako.
Yeah, be careful.
Don't worry about me.
Smile fearlessly.
Don't you know who I am? I'm Detective Dojima of the Inaba PD, feared by punks and thugs citywide. Don't you two worry about me. Head on home, okay?
The fact that the other police officer...
Stop right there, you punks!
Go get him, Dad! He's so cool.
Like, the fact that the police officer is like, I'm gonna stop to have a conversation. It's like, doesn't that defeat the purpose?
Get the bath ready. Oh, and let's make a late night snack. I'm hungry.
Talked about what you could prepare as you walked home. And now I don't have to hang out with him anymore. Just one less person. Alright, we're done talking about blood now. Hey, we still have a little time left. I guess I'll keep talking then. Speaking of blood, do you know what dragon's blood is? It's nothing like a fantasy novel. Not actually the blood of a dragon. Dragon's blood is bright red resin taken from a plant called Dracena. It was valued in the old days as an almighty medication. And it actually has the ability to reduce inflammation. The people of old were such romantics to call the tree resin dragon's blood. The quizzing is very, like, off and on sometimes now. Let's see. Well, we still have to hang out with Kanji enough to bump that up. Is he there? Nope. Let's see. We have Rise, who is not around here. Is this going to be an odd one? Where there's, like, nobody around? Nope. There's nobody here. Please, don't make me go home. Yeah, this is a bit awkward. Any new books? Nope. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. What the heck am I supposed to do? This is a bit awkward. There's nobody here. Well, actually, there might be the old lady. Is the old lady here? Nope. Nobody is here. I think one of the clubs was available. I'm running out of stuff. Yeah? Guess I'll talk to you. I have to go somewhere. I'll drop by if I can make it. Yasogami High Drama Club. You participated in the acting exercises. You thoroughly practiced expressing a variety of emotions. My expression doesn't need to go up. Yumi isn't here. You decided to see her at the hospital. Inaba Municipal Hospital Corridor. You talked with the despondent Yumi for a while. Man, all the social links. They're just getting sad. A bunch of them have hit like a sad point. Received a text. It's from Kanji. Do you like movies? You realize that you haven't bought anything. No, what I have realized is that I need to work at the freaking... Right? I need to work at the... I need to work at the hospital. I was about to say, like, I need to work at the bar, but that's not true. I need to work at the hospital. Tuesdays is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I guess I could, like, kinda hang out with Rise. Actually, hang on. Is the old man? Yes. He's probably not worth it to do, like, you know... He probably doesn't raise anything higher than doing the hospital, but... I figure, why not? It's something. Dang. I do have a bunch of books, too, about courage, I think. So I should probably do that as well. Alright, great baton work. It's the most important part of a relay. Keep practicing. It doesn't matter how fast you run. If you drop the baton, you'll lose valuable time. Just keep passing that baton until you reach the anchor. Fundamental, but difficult. By the way, the word anchor was originally used in a different track and field sport. How about a question for Dumpus? Which one of these sports uses an anchor? Tug of war. Technically. Right? Like, they usually call the person at the end the anchor. You got it, Gubin. The player supporting the end of the rope was acting as an anchor and was thus called so. It crossed over into other sports, and so the last runner in a relay is also called that. Alright, one more time with Gubin as the anchor. Ready, go! Answered correctly. My knowledge increases for no reason. Can I become smarter than smart? Can I become so smart? This is a weird one, because I don't need to eat the Mega Beef Bowl. I don't have to eat the Mega Beef Bowl. What do I do now? How's our social link? It's at 6. I don't need to see these. Yes, I get it. I guess. Sure. It's definitely weird not needing the Mega Beef Bowl. Well, no, the Mega Beef Bowl doesn't raise my courage. Participate in the acting exercises. And then, yeah, she's not around. And we just chat. Which is fine, because again, like, there was literally no one there. There was nothing to do. Work as a tutor today. As much as I could work as a tutor, I think I would prefer to get some courage and just finish this up. True manhood. The amazing Khan set out on a journey to find the platonic ideal of masculinity. Yes, I have maxed out all social qualities, and I've gotten the achievement Mr. Perfect. Midterms are starting on Friday next week. Are you guys studying hard or hardly studying, Well, let's get back to basics then. Let's look at the world map. Take note that Japan is in the center of the Japanese maps. Other countries center their maps in different places. Where would you find Japan on a map made in a foreign country? Let's see, Amagi-san. No, I'd feel bad about that. So, Hanamura. What? Why do you feel bad for asking Yukiko, but not me? I don't even know what he's talking about. Do you know the answer? It's not even on the map. I mean, it's a globe. That doesn't make any sense. So, like, technically, yeah, like, because I'm trying to think of a globe, like, because, yeah, an American-made globe. America is in the center, or on the map, but then generally, like, on a paper map, flat, Japan is on the right. But like that would be different for every country. Like if it was a Russian map, I'm pretty sure it would like wrap around maybe to the left or something, you know. Just gonna say the right edge. You got it. I was just going off of ours. I believed in you. Really? Yes, in foreign world maps, Japan is placed on the eastern edge. Now you know why they call this part of Asia the Far East. Foreign maps are designed to be centered on the prime meridian at 0 degrees of longitude. But yeah, like I had no clue, like, that it was just set everywhere else, but like, it's the only one that I knew was ours. For the obvious reason, I only know my map because it's in our country. Funnily enough, I'm assuming I can actually finish the Mega Beef Bowl Challenge, which I kind of want to do just to do, you know? I assume, right? It's maxed out. I'm Mr. Perfect. I can do everything. And it's free if I finish it. You accepted the Rainy Day Special Mega Beef Bowl Challenge. You still can't see the rice. You begin to suspect that your bowl is a portal to the meat dimension. The amount of meat contained within the bowl is staggering. In order to finish this bowl, you must have understanding of your limits, knowledge to control your pace, courage to face the unrelenting tide of beef, and the diligence to persevere against the colossal challenge. All these traits are necessary to master the Rainy Day Special Mega Beef Bowl Challenge. However, you are confident you can finish it. You finished your meal. You tried your best to finish the Rainy Day Special Mega Beef Bowl Challenge, and your personality has grown tremendously. Your understanding has increased, knowledge, courage. I'm amazed you finished that entire thing. Since you ate it all, your meal is free. Now I don't have to eat them anymore. After finishing your meal, you went home. It's so weird. I don't have to do them anymore.
The weather. The week ended on a wet note as rain clouds moved into the area. As a result, a thick fog is expected to form in the Inaba region later tonight.
It seems the fog will set in tonight. So yeah. We are catching up. Which is kind of what I wanted to do. This is really weird now. It's starting to hit a point where, like, there's nothing to do. Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, the Midnight Channel, because of the fog. I forgot. Did we save him? I don't remember. It's midnight. I have to check. Fog has set in. I wonder if Inaba or just Japan as a whole is a very foggy place because, like in 1 year, this place has had like 7 to 8 foggy nights. Since Naoto has been rescued, it seems the killer was thwarted this time. I've maybe seen fog around here, like within a year, maybe like 2 to 3 times. Meanwhile, in the foggy shopping district. Damn it, again! I would like to think that the killer is just going to, like, freak out, you know? It feels like it would be the logical course.
Are you feeling better now?
No.
Yes, thanks to all of you. I'd like to thank you once again for what happened.
Don't mention it. But hey, your uniform.
Huh? Ah, yes. After contemplating the matter, I went with what I've been wearing thus far. There's no need for you to...
Hey, it's the Detective Prince.
That's no prince. I heard he's a she.
Huh? You serious? If he's a she, then... oh, crap!
Kinda disappointed. But then again, there's something neat about it. Yeah, if you look at it a certain way, doesn't she seem pretty cool?
It seems no one cares.
My, rumors spread so quickly.
Everybody watches the Midnight Channel. We're on your side.
Thank you. But it doesn't bother me at all. There's no need to worry on my behalf. So please, treat me as you did before.
And pretend
That
I don't
aside,
exist.
I'd like to discuss the case with you all. We're dealing with a kidnap and murder case perpetrated by someone lurking in this very town. And it isn't over yet. Let's go over the finer points after school.
June's food court.
First, I heard the doorbell ring. But when I opened the front door, I saw no one there.
There was just a TV.
Just as alarm bells sounded in my mind, someone grabbed me roughly from behind and covered my mouth with something. Immediately afterward, I was put into something like a sack and most likely carried on the culprit's shoulder.
Wow, how could you remember all that?
The culprit seems to have used a chemical to incapacitate me, but luckily I wasn't completely unconscious. I had been expecting a trick along those lines, so I was somewhat prepared.
I wore a
And
gas
of course,
mask.
I was desperate to gather as much information as I could.
No wonder you're an ace detective.
That ain't something to be proud of. You are too damn calm about all this.
Judging by their actions and body type, I'd say the culprit is definitely a man.
I feel
heard
like
no
we've already
conversations
determined
or
that.
voices, so I believe he is acting alone. It's after that things get murky. I felt a single impact, which I assume is when I was thrown inside the TV. But the time from kidnapping to that point seemed too short. It was a matter of minutes.
So you were immediately thrown inside the TV after being kidnapped. Oh, could there have been a TV on the side of the road?
Regrettably, my memory from there on is
Oh yeah,
a
but if you
blur.
own a TV, like, he could just use your TV.
I see. But man, the killer came right up to the door and rang the bell? That's just crazy.
I finally understand why you all testified that you couldn't recall much of what happened. Such a bizarre experience with mental and physical fatigue on top of it. It's only natural to be confused. And going by the surrounding circumstances, my kidnapping and everyone else's were near identical. There is no question that the culprit is the same in each case.
So, that Mitsuo boy who said he killed King Moron.
Everything makes sense now.
I mean, yeah, he killed
I can't
King
say for
Moron.
sure until I gather more concrete evidence, but Mitsuo Kubo's only victim was Mr. Muraoka. It was a copycat killing that mimicked the true culprit's method.
No wonder King Moron's death broke the pattern in so many ways.
The question remains, though, as to how Kubo learned of that world.
That's it! That's what was bothering me!
I mean, he was thrown in.
Mitsuo could enter the TV, right? Then why didn't he kill King Moron that way?
He didn't. He got thrown in.
I believe he didn't understand the other world as well as the true culprit.
Unless they're trying to say that, well, no, because it seems like the only people that can initially go in have
Even
a
though I
persona
can now
already.
enter it myself, it wouldn't occur to me to use it for murder. And remember, the previous corpses left no sign that their deaths had anything to do with the other world. After Kubo became wanted, leaving him with nowhere to run, he probably thought for the first time, what if I put my entire body into the TV? The bizarre condition of the corpses that caused such commotion is probably because they died on the other side. It's a simpler explanation than figuring out why the killer would risk disposing of the bodies in such a way. which means their inexplicable condition of being hung on a foggy day wasn't due to the culprit making a statement.
It's just how it happens.
Much of our speculation could be tested if we could ask
They
Kubo
just
in
appear
person.
that way.
However, I've unfortunately been taken off the investigation, and I highly doubt that the police will believe any of this.
You'd be correct.
They wouldn't admit that it wasn't Mitsuo in the first place. Once you've said something on TV, it's not easy to admit you were wrong.
I believe the primary cause of my dismissal was because I raised that possibility to them. The police won't readily concede that they made false charges, all the more so if the accused is a juvenile. In fact, the overwhelming sentiment with the police force is to end this case with his arrest.
Even if it's possible there's another killer?
Those dickheads. I had a feeling that would be the case. Not that I trusted him in the first place.
They need a fall guy.
But, Naoto, if you were that calm when it happened to you, couldn't you have, I'm not saying you should have caught him, but isn't it kind of sad for an ace detective to go down that easily?
They are still a kid.
To tell you the truth, I was really scared. I'm sorry.
It can't be helped.
Again, Yosuke is like the biggest douchebag. Like the moment you start talking about his thing, he's just like, oh, you're embarrassing me. Stop talking about it. But then he's just like, man, you're kind of a weenie, aren't you?
Either. Don't forget, Naoto-kun is younger than us, and she's a girl.
He just like immediately starts dissing everybody.
Oh yeah, that's true. I keep forgetting when I see her talking like, Naoto?
What is it?
You got balls. For a girl.
Regardless, I have no doubt that the culprit will continue with his attacks. We can only watch and wait for him to make the next move. But this is no longer a mere job or someone else's affair. I want to know the truth of why we were targeted. Please allow me to join your effort.
I don't know. Of course.
Thank you very much. I'll do my best, leader.
Naoto joined the group. She'll definitely be a strong asset in solving the case. Social link and investigation. Yeah, we haven't done a social link for Naoto yet.
Since I'm the king of the geniuses, I knew it would work out this way. Ta-da! Now Chan's glasses.
Thank you.
Makes me look like a dork. And I already look like a dork.
They told me about you, Teddy. I can sympathize with your drive to find yourself. If I may help in any way, let me know.
Wow, what a nice girl.
Teddy's gonna start hitting on her too. The true culprit is still at large. For now, you'll have to wait for them to make the next move. We just have to keep doing this for another 70 years, tops, maybe?
Oh!
They're bound to die at that point of natural causes. Can I see... Yeah, what does Naoto do? What do you even do? Strong against light and dark, which is very weird. Deals heavy fire, heavy wind. Light. Deals heavy almighty damage. I've never heard of that. I could see myself swapping out Teddy for Naoto. Especially because if I'm using Black Frost, I already have an ice. So having somebody that can do at least something with wind would be kind of nice. The only thing that Teddy has done that's really saved me out is the buffing, like buffing our attack. But I don't think that's like a necessity, I guess, to be fair. And luckily, Naoto is fairly close to our level. Isn't ready to advance yet. Let's spend the evening with Nanako. Spend a precious moment with Nanako. I was more or less curious about the exams. Because don't they said they start this Friday.
Excuse me.
I want to talk to everybody.
Do you have time after school today?
Did something happen?
No. Rather, I'd like to have a doctor examine Teddy.
A doctor?
You mean a vet?
Or like a human
doctor? The normal
doctor?
kind. If you're free, I've scheduled a checkup for him after school today. A thorough physical examination might be a good first step in figuring out what Teddy is. And I thought it might be a good idea for the rest of us to get checkups as well. We should see if the fog over there or the power we've gained have had any negative effects on our health.
That is a fair thing.
Since you all have been active on the other side far longer than I have, you should definitely be examined.
Negative effects? Don't drop scary stuff
You
on us
have
like it's nothing.
super cancer.
But yeah, I never even thought about that.
I've arranged to have Kanji-kun and Rise-san looked at as well.
Wow, you're on the ball about all this. Are you sure you're not an adult?
Her height's a big giveaway, though.
Well, I'll see you all after school.
You'll be going to the hospital after school at Nato's recommendation. Teddy, though, would be the most concerning one because it's like, oh, he doesn't have like a heartbeat or something. And it's like, oh my god. Like, everyone underwent a thorough physical at the hospital Nato recommended.
That was just an ordinary checkup.
I was kind of looking forward to getting into some gigantic machine and being spun around.
I don't think that's a
point
physical.
to this? The doctors look confused too. Oh, they're back.
Yeah, Teddy is the most concerning one.
I'm very sorry for the wait.
I'm very sorry for the wait.
So did they find out anything about Teddy?
They did indeed. They found out that they can't tell anything about him. I even had them take an x-ray, but nothing came up on it.
He's a real boy.
No matter how many times they tried, it would always be too blurry to read.
Oh, never mind.
A visual examination and standard palpations indicated that he seems perfectly normal.
He's an electromagnetic boy.
Since the machine could be malfunctioning, they told me to try another hospital if we're still worried about him. I felt bad for making them go through all this.
So he is different.
You could try to see if he has
my.
bones.
What should I do? They took a look at everything inside me.
She just said they couldn't see anything on the x-ray, you dork.
Yeah, they tried to look
But at
inside
least they
you.
didn't find anything wrong with him, right? Man, we know as much about Teddy as we do those personas and shadows.
Oh yeah, I tried looking them up at the library and on the net.
That feels
Persona
like it'd be
means
hard.
something like another personality. And I think they listed shadow under the related terms.
Shadows are shadows. I think there's something that comes out of people. I can't really explain.
I performed my own research after the incident. Persona and shadow are common psychological terms.
Are they?
Of course, the ones we are familiar with don't quite fit those definitions. This is what was written in an unofficial project document that I happened to come across.
Ah.
A shadow is suppressed power, and when controlled by one's ego, it becomes a persona.
It becomes a persona? What does that mean? They're basically the same thing?
Sure.
Then again, all those shadows we beat the shit out of did turn into personas.
Exactly.
Who cares about the details? It doesn't matter what they are. They get in our way, I'll crush them.
Still, I couldn't find any information on how they're related to the other world.
There's so much stuff about us that we don't have a clue about.
There's some things we do know, though. I got a bunch of awesome data with me. It's
Did you steal
kinda
from the hospital?
embarrassing that I'm the only one who had personal details shown to the world, so... Ta-da! Nowadays, information wants to be free. Therefore, I'll break the ice by announcing the results of everyone's physical exam.
What? No, you won't! Give them to me now!
Ooh! First place in the shortest legs division is... Who would have guessed?
It's not me, is it? Hey, what kind of things did they examine anyway? Look, if you're gonna blab at all, you might as well tell us the girls' measurements.
What? Are you a complete nutter moron? Sure, go right ahead. My profile's been public knowledge for ages.
That is true, I feel like.
But my bust size is 2 centimeters smaller than they print. My agency insisted.
No! Don't say mine!
Aw, I bet guys won't care what size you are, senpai. And having modestly sized breasts like yours would definitely make it easier to wear a kimono.
What?
Oh yeah, Naoto-kun's in here too, huh? Let's see. Naoto-kun's is... Huh? Is this for real? Wait, isn't this measured wrong?
Anyways.
I mean, to be fair, they were mistaken for a guy.
The important thing is that according to the examination results, nothing's wrong with our health. So we won't be needing these anymore. I'm going to go shred them.
Just immediately, rips it up and puts it in their mouth.
Well, thank goodness everyone's healthy.
You're right. Let's go home.
And never talk about this day ever again. I thought the exam was today.
After all that, they found out nothing about me. I wonder what I really am.
A real boy. There's always next time. We'll find out together. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Sensei.
We will find out more about Teddy. Hopefully. Teddy is gazing at you with gratitude in his eyes. Social link! He's super far behind too, but he's kind of a weird one. Just kind of have to wait for, you know? Decreases all foes' defense for 3 turns. That one could be useful in conjunction. I mean, Yukiko is my, kind of healer. I mean, it could be useful. Maybe this, because I don't really use him for physical stuff. I use him more for the ice and the support.
Hey! If you don't hurry, we're gonna leave you guys behind!
Who knows? I have no idea what's the best, setup.
Welcome back.
Midterms start next Friday. Study? You could work as a janitor in the hospital. We could study. But I still have to do stuff with the combining of the personas and stuff. And I feel like it's probably not a half bad spot to stop. You know, we got Nato in the group. We're raising more social links. A couple people are almost done. Some people are done. Yeah, Kanji's almost done. And then Nanako. Nanako's the next one that I want to finish and get done. Everyone else is kind of just happening. But yeah. We keep on trucking. But yeah, if you enjoy the series, feel free to leave a like, comment down below, all that fun stuff. Tell some friends, post it somewhere, share it with people. It's been a blast. I would definitely say that the only thing that has been slowing me down on these recordings is the dungeons. They're very lengthy, and the combat, can only be so exciting. But I'm enjoying the story. The story is the main thing that's keeping me here. And we're almost there, right? Again, we only have until March. We're already in October. Time flies when you save victims of a crime that involve a TV world. But yeah, hopefully I will be back. Another episode will be back on the next day. I am trying to put these out Monday through Friday. So, you know, if you're watching this on a Friday, don't worry, there won't be one on Saturday or Sunday. But it does give me a chance to kind of get ahead of the recordings. But yeah, hopefully I see everyone in the next one. See you then.